Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Last Cloud video. My name is DK, and today we're going over a quick video because we already did talk about this during the live stream. Now, if you did not catch it during the live stream, I'm sure you've seen the video on the Last Cloud page. But we're just going to go over the kit real quick for the newest character that's going to be dropping tomorrow morning, or actually today because I'm super late on this video. Yeah, like I said, we did do a live stream. We did kind of go over the kit, and for people in there, we just kind of talked about it, see how good she's going to be. Overall, pretty decent unit. I do really like her. Dual Wield Fire unit, so pretty neat. We do have a second character, Lelouch, coming, Shift Lelouch actually, and I think he's actually pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about her, see if she's worth your hard-earned gems, and then whether or not we are gonna pull for her. So let's go ahead and just watch the trailer, and we'll go from there. All right, so we do have pretty oh man, those animations are really cool. Now I can see why a lot of people want to pull for her. She is pretty wild. As far as art, again, guys, art, they kill it with the art as usual. So kind of going over the kit real quick, we do have, so usually, like I said, always in the videos, she is going to be a dual wield unit, true dual wield at that, so that's really good. So what's cool about true dual wield is that you're going to have dual wield in the basic skills, and it also affects the special move, which is probably one of her best things in slot for her. Special move is absolutely insane. There are some couple gimmicks with the special that we need to be aware of, though. You know, especially the ability to kind of crit. Of course, with it being a chance. Other than that, you'll have a mix of whites and golds, which the golds are crit and whites are non-crit. So going over S1. S1's pretty, looks pretty quick. Nothing like back in the day, if you guys who know what I'm talking about, but Kuaku had such a fast S1. I was really hoping her S1 would be that quick, but it's not as quick as hers. But it's still pretty, it's there. It's definitely there. Again, 7 hits, so that's going to be 14. We're just going to double all the hits here because she is going to be dual wield. And in these videos, they only keep the unit single wield. Let me go ahead and lower this a little bit because it's a little loud. Let's see here, and we'll go ahead and start it there. Now, I do like the S3 a lot. Now, the only thing I don't know how spammable the S3 is going to be because she does lift the unit in the air before dropping the enemy again, and then you can go ahead and continue after. But there's also a small gap between the enemy and the unit, so I don't know how fast it's going to be, but the fastest skill for her is going to be the S2. And the S2 doesn't have any line of sight either. From what I saw in the video, she can kind of do it from anywhere and it follows. So this is a really good line of sight move. Honestly, whenever the hand's up, it looks like you can go ahead and continuously spam the S2, which probably might be her best DPS. This one is going to be 20 hits though, where the other S3 is going to be, yeah, that was a 46 hits. So pretty damn good. I kind of want to know like how quick it can happen. But overall, I see a lot of people probably spamming S2 the most before finishing off with the S3. It really just depends, unless the S3 is quick. But going over to the actual special now, this is where things get really juicy. It's 116 hits with the chance to crit, and the crits are going to have a little bit more damage cap. So I believe it was 119 in the trial, it was 119 on the whites, and I think it was like 150 something. Still definitely in the double digits in millions. It is really good. It's really good. So I can definitely, it is single target though, unfortunately, but so we can kind of go over her traits. We have 2 weapons equipped. Fire damage is plus 38%, damage cap at plus 20k. Again, this unit is going to be relying a lot on crit damage here. So crit damage cap is 20k. Get physical attacks, it's special, and anti-type boss and anti-type machine effect. Really cool. I do really like this. Anything anti-boss we like. So she's going to be more of a PvE unit with a slight chance of someone trying to use her in PvP, I'm sure. But I feel like they're aiming towards the PvE side of the game. I am Japanese. We have battle start. For every 40 seconds, you give her the ace buff. When the unit has an ace buff and takes lethal damage, use this buff to survive with 1 HP, restore medium HP. When you are revived, you give the unit the ace buff once per wave. Ace buff also, when it is active, gives you an STR of 25%, a really nice crit rate of 5%, and won't flinch from physical and magic attacks. So she will come with super armor as long as that buff is active, along with that nice little STR and a very nice crit rate. Now, she does come with the crit package as well, which is very nice. So they definitely did a good job on crit. Very similar to Velvet from the Tales of Berseria. I do like when they go full on the it was much crit as possible, unlike, you know, unless you're rolling where you have 100% crit, which is insane. So here we have a set. Now, as you can see, skill 3, like I was talking about, says frontal charge and deal a medium area combat attack. Again, that's like the only one that I kind of want to see the speed on that. Now we're gonna move on to the traits here. Not traits, the skills. So Ace of the Black Knights, unfortunately she doesn't come with any charismas or animas, which kind of sucks a little bit. I think she would have done pretty cool with some kind of anima or charisma, but that's totally fine. It seems like they want her just to be pure DPS and just kind of dealing damage as soon as the battle start happens. Ace buff active, fire attack damage is 30,000 and damage taken minus 40%. So she is going to have a very nice damage taken there, which is going to be all damage. Again, physical, magic, counter, and special. So it covers all forms of damage, which is very, very nice, along with a very nasty little 30k cap. I believe her caps were, what was it? I think the 150. No, wait, they were pretty high in the stream. They were up there. She's definitely going to be up there in DPS. Again, her speed though, that's what, you know, with Shift Alice recently out during anniversary, she's still very good as far as a range DPS. So I want to see how she performs. Energy Wing boosts units improvement. Boost units movement speed every 10 seconds, max effect at 100 seconds. We have boost physical attack damage cap based on the combo hit. So like a nasty little combo master damage cap effect here. So at 100 hits, you are going to get an additional 10,000 cap. Very nice. She's going to very easily obtain the 100 hits, especially with her S3 being 46 hits, especially when you're able to S2 spam. Also helps that we have skill stock 2, so we can go ahead and increase stocks on the S2, making it more efficient. Burst Britannian, when dealing criticals with the skill 3, damage is plus 30%. Again, guys, that is only going to affect her S3. So when dealing the crits, you will get an additional 30% damage and 20k cap. But when defeating an enemy, you will get a 1 ST stock to skill 3. That is really damn good, especially for wave clearing. I don't know what her AoE is going to be. It really just going to depend on how the S2 performs. It looks like maybe a couple enemies at a time, but I don't think anything, you know, unless her S3 just kind of deletes the whole screen, but I don't think that might. I mean, we'll have to test it. It's not that hard of a test. So really cool though. That's skill stock 3. I'm very interested to see how well it performs. Otin Seville Sickly Maiden. I probably butchered the shit out of that. Battle start. Give unit a basic status ailment resistance -1 debuff for 20 seconds. Fire damage plus 30%. Boss wave fire damage cap 20k. Again, aiming more towards PvE. Boss wave 20k cap is very nice. Also a nice fire damage cap as well. She is going to be dual wield, so her paid weapons are probably going to be a fire machine of some sort, or maybe a fire sword. I mean, I really don't know. And she'll probably come with an accessory as well. Anti-type breakthrough 4, very nice. So as long as you're hitting the anti-type, you're getting 5k. Only one weapon is equipped, which is not going to be valid for her because she's going to be dual wield. Damage cap is 10k instead. So she's only going to get the 5k from this anti-type breakthrough 4. For her basic skills, it's a really good package. I don't see I see a couple things wrong, of course, and I'll point them out. I don't know why they always do this. HP up max, heroism up 4, fighting spirit. So we have HP, we have STR and HP. If I wait, yeah. Heroism up. Oh wait, that's not heroism. I'm thinking of fighting spirit. Unclad power, that is, I believe, STR when no armor is equipped. I always get those mixed up. I've been using a lot of the unclad stuff lately, and I always get them confused. Critical up, so basically all stats up on that first line there. Critical up 3 is very, very good. It's pretty expensive, so we're glad that's free. Ardor is crit when HP is full. We have Pride 2, very nice. STR, 30% anti-type boost, very nice, because he has the Boss Slayer and Machine Slayer, so that's going to help out. Skill Charge 3, very nice. Awaken, some survivability. Combo Master 3, it's going to be percentage and damage cap when you hit a certain amount on the damage on the combos, which, like I said, she's going to hit very easily. Triple Impact, again, it's such a useless skill. I don't know why they always throw these in here. Basically, it's just pursuits from your regular attacks. It looks cool when you're doing your auto attacks, but yeah, just a bunch of numbers pop up. Proud Force, very, very nice. It's gonna heal you based on crits, which she's gonna have a lot of crits, because that's what this unit's kind of built around. We have Auto Haste, we love it to hate it. Auto Critical, very nice, very expensive. So glad it's on it. Auto Grand Brave, I do wish they would have went EX Brave on her. But if you're running her, you're most likely going to be running her with Sarah if you do have her. So you can just EX Brave active on her, and you'll be fine. It's a very nice little buff. Auto protection, auto high protection. I'm sorry. True Duel Wield. Again, guys, that is what that does. Is that affects her skill and special with Duel Wield. So very, very nice. Physical weak point boost. So anything weak to fire is going to get a very nice 30% damage increase. Fire drive, fire high drive, fire giga, and fire critical raids. So this is a great fire package. The only thing missing here is fire mega drive, which is also very expensive. But if you do plan on getting dupes for her, going like a plus 30, then really squeezing a bunch of damage cap on her is gonna be very easy. So it comes with a very, very good crit package. Absolutely great. Overdrive, machine, giga boost. So they did cover some percentage for machine. Like I said, she might come with the paid machine. We do have a couple of not paid machine, but of AER machines as well. So if they decide to do something different, then of course. But again, I think they're going to probably do a fire paid machine, probably something pretty nasty too. Damage cap, damage percentage, whatnot. Giant Killing 5, absolutely love it. It's so expensive. We don't ever want to have to pay for something like that. And same thing with Giant Shield. Damage reductions from bosses. So overall, it's a very good kit. Like I said, a couple things wrong, like triple impact. Of course, auto haste, I'm not a big fan of, but they always put it in here. So I'm just kind of done complaining about it. So yeah, a very, very, very solid kit. I like it. Percentages aren't too crazy, but they're definitely there. So moving on to the E6. Now the E6 is actually pretty good too, and this is what I do love when they do. I really do love when they put crit rate in the E6. Maybe sooner than later, we start seeing crit rate plus 10% or double crit rate, critical up, transcend critical up 2, and maybe a transcend critical up 3 in the future. That would be huge. Getting so close to 100% crit rate on base kits is pretty wild. Because like I said, Roland is the only unit to really do it. And it's just amazing. And we all know and love the anniversary Roland. So much fun. Especially with the pursuit stuff. So she's gonna be a really good pursuit damage dealer. I don't see any issues really, unless they're weak to ice. Or there's also other things you can do with pursuits as well. But most people will be running Icy Guardian on this unit. If not, they'll be running Heavenly Bow if they decide to do it that way as well. Sword Mastery 2, Sword Equipped, physical attack plus 20%, damage cap plus 7,500. Again, it could be a sword paid. It could be a sword and machine, but again, they mostly only go one weapon, one accessory with dual wield units. So we'll probably see that instead. It might be a sword, it might be a machine. With them being a lot more fire swords, I think they might go paid machine, honestly, because we don't have that many. Giant Killing 2, very nice damage cap to bosses, along with a nasty little 30% critical breakthrough. It's just basically crit damage when attacking. You get an extra cap. Very nice. Anti-type boost is 20%, 6k cap on the anti-type boost 2. She does come with some damage reduction, very nice, minus 10, which now she's going to be doing minus 50 when the ace buff is active. Right, it was the minus 40 with ace buff active. Let's see, it's right there. Damage taken minus, yep, ace buff active, yep, minus 50. So she's gonna get a really, really nice damage reduction when the ace buff is active. And then also SCR defense. So sure, her survivability does look pretty good. She won't be like your basic DPS. She'll have some tough skin there. Let's see here. Let's see what else we got. And then we also do have the new Ark. Sky Fortress Dam LR. This is a pretty nifty arc. The art on it is absolutely good. I love it. Sword, you get STR plus 15%. Machine equipped, you get skill damage plus 25, and claw equipped, critical rate plus 10. Can be very useful if you're trying to just go crit rate on some. You know, actually no. Usually when you're doing a crit build, like I said, you're probably running Icy Guardian, so you most likely will never use an arc to get crit rate, because you'll want to benefit from crit rate on an arc that gives you additional damage. So unfortunately, that might not play so well. But for the sword and machine, very nice. Very nice. Very similar to Velvet setup too. She uses a sword and claw. She's using a sword machine. That's so funny. Velvet has basically the same kit, but uses a sword and claw. And she's a fire unit that uses a sword machine. So I kind of feel like I kind of seeing a kind of seeing what they're doing here. 2 weapons equipped, skill and special damage is plus 3,000. Damage taken from enemies with the same type as unit minus 20. Very nice little damage reduction when you meet that criteria. Learnable skills, we have Knight of, I actually really like this Knight of Zero. 2 weapons equipped, no condition, just 2 weapons equipped. It's very nice. I don't like when they make it specific, like weapons like sword claw or machine claw or anything like that. So you get a really nice 50% skill, 15% skill damage and special damage. I don't know the cost of this one. I'd probably put it around 7 SC, with the highest being around 9. So at 9 it might be a little costly for 15, but it's still doable. Radiant Wave Surger, when fire skill attacking, boost damage and damage cap based on closeness of enemy, max 25% and damage cap plus 2k. She is an up close and personal attacker, so she will have no issue getting the 25% along with the 2k cap. Normally with something with the 2k cap, the SC cost does go up, so this one could be 9 to 10 SC, so it could be very expensive. But if it is 10, 25% is not bad at all. With a 2k cap, it's more of a PvE thing, not a PvP, because we don't need damage cap in PvP. Sky Shield 2, absolutely disgusting. When a unit is airborne, physical attack is taken as minus 20. This is going to be a very good PvP skill, and a lot of people probably that play PvP in guild battle and arena will probably be mostly going after something like this. She does come with 3 additional skills: Fighting Spirit 2 and extra attack shield, along with Fire Rush. So overall, a very solid arc. I do really like it. Of course, the art's beautiful. It's got some unique traits, unique skills. Really, actually, all 3 are very good. Very good. It's a solid arc. Now with the AER, of course, you will have to get to 100% on the AER to unlock this with the rarity 6, attribute light, machine. Now, it's so funny that it is light because I think Lelouch is light, so maybe this might be favoring him instead. As a light physical attack damage is plus 20%, with physically attacking boost damage cap based on distance, max 2,000. So it's a nice little stat stick along with some damage cap. STR at 167 and an int at 189. That's why I kind of feel like this might be for Lelouch. Lelouch, I think they might be doing what they did last time Lelouch was around. So but I honestly think Lelouch is gonna be a really nasty support. I don't know if he's gonna be a DPS like the original, because we do have Lelouch's Insight coming next week, and that's what a lot of people are excited for. So we're waiting for that. Okay, so going over, that's actually it right here. Yeah. Again, I'm probably gonna save this when on my screen, because this is absolutely phenomenal art. I love it. I love it. Yeah, Suzaku just looks so sick of Lelouch. So overall, now here comes. Yeah, I warned y'all the Cloud was coming. I did. Now I want to say that as for a DPS, she's very good. I feel like if she is like a fan favorite, I think, yeah, why not pull if you have the crystals and the currency. We're also getting tickets too, so if you get her on tickets, that's awesome. For me, I probably want the arc a little bit more than her, just because these dual wield units are not seeming to hold their value very long. So I don't know. I'm just kind of on the fence about it, and especially with Lelouch potentially being a good support, I'm gonna definitely hold off on pulling for her. But that's not to say she's not very good. I think she is very good. It's just for my account, I don't see much happening with her. So I might, if I don't get her on tickets, I will 100% be waiting for Lelouch's drop. along with his insight, because that's what I'm most excited for is that insight. Um, we also are getting free tickets. I'll probably do a short video on that as well. Hold off on the ticket. Now, guys, if you are watching this, please, please, please watch. Hold off on the ticket. We will be getting Redux tickets as well. So use your Redux tickets if you do plan on doing some pulls on that banner, because you can do a raid up on the unit in Ark. Do that first, but absolutely 100% do not use your ticket until you're officially done pulling on the Redux banner. And it's actually at the end of the day, don't even grab your character until Lelouch's insight, because that insight's gonna be crazy. If you get a free Lelouch, that's pretty wild. Anyways, back to the back to her. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say probably to hold off unless she's a fan favorite. Use your tickets first and then kind of pray RNG gods that you get her, unless you really want her. But I think she's, like I said, I think she's pretty good. Definitely. Okay. Well, yeah. That it's just, yeah, guys. I can't push it. I can't push it. How about the leash on this horizon there? But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, it was helping make a decision. That's awesome. Everyone, good luck tomorrow morning. I hope everybody gets around tickets so we can just call it from there. You know what I mean? Or honestly, I honestly want the Ark first. I do. But anyway, guys, you guys have a great night. You guys be safe and good luck tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.